Hey Parker, this is Jeremy. What's up? Sorry I haven't gotten you a video in a couple of days, but been real busy, and then my wife's had a lot of homework to do. She's in school, so thought I'd talk to you about the X-Men. Wanted to thank you for the videos you did, and like your haircut, and just wanted to say, all right, let's see what we're gonna talk about. How about we just start from the beginning, okay? Because I'm kind of a bit rusty on some of my recent stuff, and I don't really get to read the comics because I can't afford them anymore. So, um, X Men is actually came out a long time ago. It was back when some of our parents were younger, and or even their parents. X Men started out, and it was just a couple members actually. Um, there's five X Men and Professor X. The original X-Men were Iceman, Cyclops, Angel, Jean Grey, who was called Marvel Girl, and Beast. Now, when you see Beast, now he has blue fur, but before there was a science lab accident or something, I can't remember right now, he was just a human guy that was really acrobatic and had the powers to grab onto things with his feet and could, really agile and stuff, and he was really strong. Um, X-Men, the word X comes from people have different beliefs. Some people believe it's because it's Dr. Xavier, his X-Men. Some people, the most likely thing would be is that the X comes from the X Factor. And so the unknown gene that causes mutation um, that makes people mutants. And from what the movie said, but in the comics it finds out it was earlier than that. But right now in the movie they're saying is that Magneto was one of the earliest mutants. But later on you're gonna find out people like Wolverine's older than him, and then you'll be introduced to a guy named Apocalypse who is thousands of years old. Um, Iceman, Bobby Drake, he has the power to create ice. He can cover himself with ice as a shield. If you've seen the movie, he is in the third one. He becomes like a clear ice version of himself. And when he first started out, he looked like kind of like a snowman that was skinny, a skinny snowman. He could throw snow. We could make blizzards. He could, like shoot up in there, blah blah. He could slide on snow, make like a slide. He could go across with like a beam something out. And then there was Angel, and Angel's Warren Worthington III. Angel was born with wings. Well, they're not born; you get it later on. But he grew wings and was able to fly. So he's able to fly really well. Now later on, he meets up with Apocalypse and is going to become the Archangel, and that's not a good thing because that's a really bad dude right there. Marvel Girl is Jean Grey, who in the movies you saw was with Cyclops, and Jean Grey was, I believe, Professor X's first student. And she has the ability to move things with her mind. She can make things move. She also has some psychic ability like Professor X, and she later on becomes one of the most powerful forces when she turns into the Phoenix. Now that's a big thing too. You're gonna have to read when you get older, man, or soon, or whenever you can understand it, because it's a deep thing. Cyclops, his name is Scott Summers, and from what I remember is when he was little, he had started to shoot the beams out of his eyes or whatever, and he could control it. But if I'm not mistaken, he was an orphan, and when the place caught on fire by somebody, I think it was later revealed someone did it, and he tried to save him, and he got hit in the head by a board or something, and it messed him up so where he couldn't control it. So now he just, if he opens his eyes and has nothing on, he just constantly shoots out the beams. So they came up with this ruby gem. I forget what the name of it. And they made it in the glasses for him and that visor that he wears, and it controls him from doing that. So if you watch the movie, whenever they take it off, he everywhere. You're going to see a lot of characters coming up. The X-Men's biggest villain in the beginning was Magneto. Magneto used to, I believe, was partners with Professor X in school. Magneto later was portrayed as being a Jewish concentration camp survivor. That's something you'll probably learn in history in school later on, which is a very terrible incident in our history. And he has the power to manipulate anything that is metal, and iron, stuff like that. So he just he was for mutant brotherhood power, stuff like that. And Professor X was kind of like a man named Martin Luther King Jr. who wanted everybody to be together. You know, he wanted humans and mutants to live together, and Magneto wants people that are mutants to be better than humans. But just like in the real world, nobody's better than anybody else. Nobody's better than you. Nobody's better than me. Nobody's better than your father. Nobody's better than anybody. We're all the same. Even the president, even the richest man in the world, even anybody that does anything, a movie star makes millions of dollars, no better than anybody. We're all the same, and that's what people are trying to say. So yeah, you'll get into that. You'll learn about the different characters. Cyclops has a brother named Alex Summers who becomes Havoc. He shoots like sonic rays from his chest, I believe. Oh yeah, you'll get a lot of. I mean, there's so many characters in X-Men, dude. So basically, just stick with the old time, the originals. You should try to read some of the older stuff. It's really cool. It's really fun to get into, and just just be careful because don't want you to take them the wrong way because they fight and stuff. So remember, it's make believe. Always listen and remember that. And then we're getting more into the 70s again, and we can talk later on about when Wolverine came into the picture. Now, I don't know if you like Wolverine. He's one of my favorite characters because he's just like one of the biggest X-Men characters there is. Wolverine, shoots the claws out and really mean guy, looking mean, gruff, dirty and stuff, but he's really got a heart of gold. So we'll learn about what his past really was soon. The guy really they've created a past for him, making him really, really old. So we'll dive into that later on. So make me a video or say hello and let me hear what your thoughts are, and yeah, I'll talk to you later, dude. Oh, and I'm glad you liked your drawing and Spider-Man Bakes and stuff. And I hope your sister liked the gift too. And I'll talk to you all later.